Donuts?
How about more?
Hey everybody, my name's Denori, and this is I Have Questions, the big questions. All right, today we're going to be talking about identity, and I'm here with my friends Trey and Nadia.
Hello.
I just got a question for you guys. All right, this month, this week, we've been talking about what it means to follow Jesus, right? What it means to just chase after him.
Right.
What does that mean to you?
Well, what I believe it means to me is knowing the path that God puts you on and recognizing what value it holds, and that way you can follow it the correct way. And doing that, you can fulfill your purpose, which is why you're here in the first place.
Cool. What about you?
Following Jesus, doing as he expects of you, like just going with the flow and knowing that if something happens that you don't expect, it's all in his plan, just being okay with the end point.
Yeah, cool. Do you think that you have to change who you are to follow Jesus?
Well, I feel like I could change that around. I feel like you should be who you are when you follow Jesus. Because me personally, I can't really change for a lot of stuff. And it's like, if I'm a horrible person, I can change my ways, but I would never change who I am because that's what the way God sees me as anyway.
You think God sees you as a horrible person?
No. That's all I'm getting at here. What I'm saying is no, what I'm getting at.
Break it down.
Horrible point. So let me just, so someone could change their ways if they were a horrible person overall, right? Mm-hmm. But they could have a good heart. That's who they are.
Got it. So who they are is a person with a good heart, but they may have ways that are bad.
Right, so you can change your ways, but you shouldn't change who you are. You can change the path, but never change the goal.
That's good.
Yeah, so.
Change the path, but don't change who you are.
We should put that on a motivation t-shirt.
No,
change the path. Yeah.
What about you? So you agree with him?
Yeah. I also think we should put that on a t-shirt.
We might be able to do that. So for you, how did you come to know Jesus and decide you want to follow Jesus?
I mean, the church makes it super easy to follow Jesus in general. They allow you to be yourself.
The church in general or this church?
This church.
Okay, come on, visit us. Go ahead.
Have a moment for a second.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. They make it super easy. They allow you to be yourself, and they understand that we're kids and we don't really understand who we are at that point in time, but they help us know that there's someone out there that does know who we are and what we're supposed to be. So.
And who is that someone?
Jesus, of course.
Come on.
T-shirt.
So we got Jesus Knows Me. That's a shirt too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
okay. So you talk about your purpose and following Jesus, Jesus really knowing who you are and all of that kind of stuff. What are in a day-to-day, right? Because those are big, broad things, stay true to you and all that. But on a day-to-day basis, what does it look like to follow Jesus? How do you do that at school?
Oh, I mean, okay, I could say in simple terms, know that there's some stuff that is going to bother you, but you can't let it bother you that much. You have to always persevere in a way that God would want you to, because that way he can bring you through the darkness and lead you towards the light. Or in theoretical terms, you can be the light itself and you're stuck in darkness, but you have to find your path the way out because you can light your own way. So yeah, I feel especially in school, say you failed a test, there could be another blessing along the way. Maybe you had this setback this day, but it's not going to hold you back for the rest of your days. You have to keep that mentality because that's what Jesus will want you to do.
So it's when you're following Jesus, bad stuff can happen, but you can still have peace in it. And know that you're good. Stuff can bother you, but it doesn't have to.
Yeah, what doesn't kill you gives you strength. Because it builds immunity. So.
That's a song.
Word?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What about you?
I mean, whenever I think about God, I think God is love, like the scripture that I always revert back to. So there are so many people at school, and 8th graders, I'm just gonna say right now, they is mean. 8th graders are so mean. So when they're being mean, I just have to remind myself that people are going through different things, and there are things that make them do certain things or say certain things. So I always have to remember to be nice, and you have to be nice to other people so that they can learn and hopefully be nice back. So when I'm at school, I just try to be as kind as possible. It happens sometimes, Sometimes.
We're not perfect, right? So sometimes you fall, right? Yeah. But being kind, being loving, understanding, other people, because that's what God does for us, right?
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
So there's this story in the Bible that they speak about in the message for this week. So if y'all want to go watch that, you can. But
Word.
It's
Word. We're doing that. Word.
When y'all know Jesus had disciples, right?
Right.
When he was walking on the earth, so
Like 12, right?
Yep, come on, you better know your Bible, right? So when he went to get these disciples, he went and got them from the places that they were, like in their regular life. So it's these fishermen.
Right.
There are these fishermen, and Jesus went and told them, leave everything and follow me, and I'm gonna make you fishers of men, right? So he didn't change who they were to what you said.
Right.
He just changed the path that they were on, doing what they were doing, right? They didn't stop.
Fishers of men?
Yeah, fishers of men. So basically, instead of just going and getting fish, they were going to get people for the kingdom.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Oh, you played it nice. Fishers of men.
Yeah.
Fishermen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So what would you guys say is your thing that you still are this person? You kind of talked about it, you're a loving person, and so God came and you're following Jesus, so now you can love people better, right?
Right.
You talked about what would you say your purpose is, or what you feel most?
My purpose, I feel like, is actually to draw a lot of people out of the darkness. Sometimes I feel like I was put here to lead people, right, into a better way of life. I can't say into a better life because I'm not, a savior or Superman or nothing. But I feel like if they can see the world through a positive person's eyes, then that can bring some things. Because recently, right, I'm in ROTC, so I'm a platoon commander. I'm the leader of the class. One of my cadets literally told me that I was there for them when I didn't even know it, right? So I led them out of darkness without me even trying. You understand what I'm saying? You're just by being myself, which is why you stay true to who you are. So you never can change, right? So people can like you. You need to be yourself so the right people will love you. And that way, those people...
I mean, you just
T-shirt,
a
bro.
Quote, quote.
And so for that action, you can take that and you can run with it, and so many people can follow you. And ironically, if you do it that way, a lot more people will end up saved.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, what would you guys tell people who, just to wrap it up, who are trying to follow Jesus or figure out what that looks like? What advice would y'all give them?
What would it look like?
Yeah. Or what advice would you give? Somebody's I think I want to follow Jesus, but I don't really know what to do.
Well, to be honest, let's be real here, not a lot of people do know what to do. They just have an instinct on what to do because he gives them that initiative, and that instinct to drive to go to a different path. So honestly, you're gonna have to trust him because he'll lead you along the way. It's up to you to realize and recognize the signs that he leads you, so you can walk that path. But you're not gonna just know off the top of your head, hey, I think I'm gonna go to Krispy Kreme today because God's telling me to do that. Nah, you just want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna really know what to do. He knows all of it. So you gotta trust him, and that's about it.
So trusting God.
You have to trust
step.
him, and and you have to believe that he's gonna.
Well, trust is definitely a big part of it. We always quote. Trust, love, and faith, I think, are the 3 biggest things. You have to trust in God. You have to have faith in him. Just because you can't see him doesn't mean he's not there. And you have to trust that he loves you. And if you believe in all of that, then you're on the right path.
Come on. Daddy loves you as you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
All right. Well, that sums it up. This is I Have Questions.
You
The
dig?
big questions. How do we follow Jesus?
Oh.
Seek him, love him, believe that he loves you just as you are, and come back next week for more I Have Questions.